sad about it, so sad about it.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? 95-56.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Easy, opposite. Ready, back.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. But a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Back to the court. High alert. Down the rope. To the court. Alert. Down the rope.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Joker. Deuce. 31. Down the rope.
3rd and 2, Watson. He finds Coleman. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
We're set. 19.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 3.
59. Check 26, check 26. Shift, shift.
Watson on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
It's second down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Know your job. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Back at the 17-yard line.
Finish that. 19. 49.
Hey, watch the sling.
59, 59. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. To the park.
Third and long. It's Watson. It's caught by Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch the twist. Whoa. Level. 22.
Here's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Whoa. 20 seconds.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Returnable here from the 38. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
54. Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Sponge. No.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on third down, Watson being chased out left. He's got his man. It's Williams. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Back. Check 52.
They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
TJ Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama, then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough. He's compact enough to break those tackles, but I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Allen. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Check 56. We ain't giving up nothing today. He's coming. We got double up. 55. Shoot. Tight dog.
On 1st down, Watson. And this is complete. It's Allen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The end result, 21 yards.
Ready. He can't hang. 11. Switch. Hey, do.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Check 15. 21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd and 7, Watson, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Bang, 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 bang. Wahoo. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Check. And
A shotgun snap for Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
From the 30 on second down, Breeze. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Saints.
Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
95-56, 95-56. I'm here all day. Hey, chill. Here we go. 57. Let's go. Hey, echo. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 50.
Now Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
56. Hey, 59! Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball! Give me that ball, defense! Check out! Line him, go! Check the backer! Check third! Line him, go!
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Check 31, check 31. Check safety. Put the boys down, he's coming. Hey, we got to line him up.
From the gun, here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21. Hey, easy. Watch tight end. Bravo.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, easy. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, come on. Hey, Mike 7. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming out to you. Return. To you. I'm coming to.
Now Breeze. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
You're good, you're good. Right forward, ready. Go, go.
Breeze now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Another time out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Open the floor.
Now it's Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
33. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Throwing again is Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type...
Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. Check 24, check 24.
125. Line up, line up.
Check, 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 check.
124.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And caught by Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Watch the eye. Check 3, check 3.
124. 59.
49's the mic, watch 49. And we got to get
Watson on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Watch the screen. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Check, check. 47. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Now Watson to throw again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. 3rd and long, it's Watson escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Jackson. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shift. Big edge. Kill.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd and 15 now. Breeze. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Hey, Charlie.
50 seconds.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Sammy.
50 seconds of Mike.
One touch.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Last 57's mine.
I got you.
36.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
47. Check, 47. Here we go. Joker.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Eluding the pressure. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. DJ Chark. 83 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, 24.
Check.
From the gun, Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. To throw is Breeze. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Pilot, 64, weak.
57.
Over.
57's a mic. Quit talking about it.
You're good, you're good. On 4, ready. Hey, wahoo. When I touch.
Breeze is looking to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check. 5-9. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 57's Mike. Hey, easy. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. 02. 57's the Mike.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
And the Saints 1st down.
Ready.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. So